Hey, what's good, YouTube family? Quan here with another video for you guys. This video is going to be fun and quick, and it's going to be about my favorite picks of shows for 2013. And there's a lot of shows out there, but I'm going to pick some of my favorites that I think don't get a lot of notice, but you guys should be checking them out. One show in particular actually came out this past season, I believe November or maybe before that. And this show is on the True TV network. And it's called Impractical Jokers. And what this show is, it's a bunch of guys who are like long best friends pulling pranks on each other. Hilarious pranks. Like, I bet you can't pretend to know somebody and they actually think that they already met you before. Or half naked serving burgers at a burger joint. Or telling somebody, you know, I really just don't like you. And seeing their reactions to it. Hilarious stuff. Embarrassing stuff that they got to do if they lose bets with each other. It's a great show. It's funny. It's hilarious. Check it out. Check your local listing. It's on True TV. That's my number 6 pick for shows that you should be looking at this year. Another show that just came out, it actually premiered this week, but I actually seen an early premiere last week. It's called Double Divas, and this show airs on the Lifetime network, and it's about these best friends, these two ladies that own a lingerie shop. So essentially it's a show about bras and panties. But the thing about it is, it's hilarious. Their personalities, they're southern ladies, they're in ATL, Georgia, and you know, they talk sweet like this with that old southern accent. And but you know, the characters that come into the stores will make the show so great. There's no drama, there's no real cattiness and, you know, hating on each other and that kind of stuff, because they're lifelong friends. But it's just the characters, you know. They had this lady in there that had the biggest bust in the world. 102 triple Z. 102 triple Z cup. Her name is Norma Sticks. If you haven't heard of her, she holds the Guinness World Record for the largest real breasts in the world. And she was on there trying to find get them to make a bra for her, because there's no bra in the world that can fit this woman. The bra she was wearing was probably like, I don't know, a J cup, an N cup, I don't know. And it really didn't fit. And I mean, when your boobs touch your knees and you're only like 5'3", it's time to get surgery, in my opinion. I would have got those things reduced. And if you remember Queen Latifah years ago, she was, what, an E or an F cup? And she got them reduced down to like a double D. So if she got a reduction, and this woman is a triple Z, each boob weighs like 56 pounds, I think it's time for her to talk to her plastic surgeon. ASAP mode. Okay? Like, seriously, that is too much weight to be sitting on your chest. I mean, that's all that's there. That's all people see. And she seemed like the sweetest woman in the world, but all you see is boob. Like, there's no stomach, there's no nothing. It's just boobs and legs, you know? And that's not fair to her if that's all people see. But miraculously, and I say that by the grace of God, it's one of those impossible things I ever seen. They actually made her a bra that fit her. Triple Z 102 cup. Wow. Anyway, you gotta check the show out to watch it. I'm not gonna really get any more into it. It's cool. If you love, you know, shows about fashion and reality shows, this is a nice show for you. It's kind of like Victoria's Secret meets Real Housewives of Atlanta, if that makes sense. Alright, my number 4 pick for shows of the season to watch is the second generation Wayans brothers. Alright. The second generation Wayans is a show with 2 of the Wayans cousins, Damian Delmonte Wayans and Craig Wayans, who's been a writer on My Wife and Kids, Damon Wayans show and everything. I think Craig is Keenan's son, and I think Damian Delmonte is Damon's son. I'm not sure. You have to Google that to find that out. But they're hilarious, and they're playing writers trying to create a sitcom in Hollywood, and the craziness that ensues. Think of it as the Wayans Brothers 2.0, okay? And they have their own quirky personalities. You seen Damian Delmonte as the boyfriend of Regina Hall in Malibu's Most Wanted, and it's coincidentally Regina Hall, who played Jamie Kennedy's girlfriend in Malibu's Most Wanted, is playing Damian Delmonte's ex-girlfriend or current girlfriend in the Wayans show. So it's kind of like they're working together again. Pretty cool. If you don't know Regina Hall, she was in Think Like a Man. She was in a lot of stuff. She was in Scary Movie. So it's kind of like just another person that's really funny working on the Wayans show. Also, who else is on there? Tatiana Ali from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air plays their assistant. It's really great. It's going to be on BET. Actually, I believe next Tuesday coming up. So please check that out. Another show is Real House Husbands of Hollywood. This is my number 3 pick. Yeah. Real House Husbands of Hollywood. This is a show that's a spoof of Basketball Wives starring Kevin Hart. You got Robin Thicke on there. You got Nick Cannon on there. You got tons of celebrity guest appearances. And it's just craziness. You know, these guys, they're like husbands or fake husbands, pretending like they're, you know, they're getting into fights and drama, just like the ladies on Basketball Wives. So if you like Basketball Wives and you want to see a comedy that's kind of spoof, a male version of that show, this is the show to watch. Okay, that's my number 3 pick. My number 2 pick is The Game. Alright, if you haven't been catching up on The Game, last season Tia Mowry left the show. She played Melanie, Derwin's wife, of course. And you know, there was some drama on there and them trying to have a baby, and he found out she had you know, there was problems with her getting pregnant, and a lot of drama, a lot of chaos with her. Their marriage almost was destroyed, but in the end they reconciled. But the show wanted her to become a reoccurring character. To go from being a series star to being a reoccurring character is an insult. So she left, and I don't blame her. Now, they also added Brandy on the show as Jason's wife. You still have Tasha, a.k.a. Wendy Raquel Welch. Crazy Tasha Mack. You got all the characters, Malik and everything. And Pooch Hall, who played Derwin, is still on the show. But I don't really know if the show is going to last another season. Since Tia isn't on there, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to have the same flavor. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see with that one. But my number 1 pick show for 2013 that I have watched and I just fell in love with is Deception. This is the show on NBC starring Megan Good as a undercover cop that goes to investigate her best friend's murder. Her best friend was a wealthy socialite in this Kennedy-like super rich family that lives in this exclusive New York neighborhood. They're kind of like, yeah, they're kind of like the Kennedys meets the Hiltons or something. And the family has a lot of deep, dark secrets. And she's basically going undercover to try to figure out what happened to her best friend, how was her best friend killed, and who did it. And, you know, there's secrets, there's distrust, there's an old flame. She happened to, as a teenager, she happened to date secretly her best friend's brother, older brother, who had a crush on her, and they had a little high school romance, you know, fling. And of course she's back, you know, in the home, you know, staying with the family to get information, to cozy up to them and see what's really going on in his family. And the brother, he really still likes her. He still carries a torch for her. And, you know, it's just seeing what goes on with their relationship is going to be juicy. And then she has an ex-boyfriend who's a cop who is working with her on the case. So, love triangle, yes. And Meagan Good, she's beautiful, she's fun to watch. She can be dramatic and serious, and seeing her get physical and play a cop role instead of just being the pretty face like and Think Like a Man and all the other movies. To me, this role has more substance to it. It has more for her to do, showcase her acting skills. I predict this will be a breakout role for Meagan Good. And for a black woman to have a role like this on a network television is a wonderful thing. You know, it's funny how Kerry Washington had Scandal on ABC, and now Meagan Good has Deception on NBC. We have two beautiful, gorgeous, talented black women starring in their own shows, on their own dramatic series. This is big. We have not seen this in years and years. So those are my picks. Check out those shows. You will not be disappointed. And comment below some of your favorite new shows coming up this season. And, you know, I'll do a show, you know, another show about that. And maybe even your favorite movies that are coming out that you're excited to see. So, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, peace and love.